Welcome, YouTube. Welcome back to Mr. 35. I'm sorry, I did not hit the background yet. Forgive me. Welcome, guys. Again, welcome to Mr. 35, the 35 Sports Show. I am Mr. 35 himself. Today we are breaking down the roster for the Ram starting roster. I got this off of YouTube, not YouTube, but off of ESPN. So this is only the starting five, the high school rating, and what they will win when they was coming out of high school. Some guys are bigger, some are smaller, and some are just the same. So let's get this show started. We are talking about the NFC's champion who beat my 49ers. Have to wear the hat. The LA Rams. Can I give it up for the Rams? Can I give it up for the Rams? Here we go. From 1944 to 2020. We will start off with the Ram roster. We will start off with the Triple Crown leader himself, passing reception, passing yards, and passing touchdown. This man is the truth. I am talking, let's introduce to everyone Mr. Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp, he is 6'2", 205 pounds, attended Davis High School, where he was a two-time two-way All-State selection, earned first team 4A All-State honor as a DB, and honorable mention accolades as a wide receiver from the Associated Press. Get this, his father was a fifth-round draft pick for the New York Giants, Bill Parcells, so he can play, and played in Phoenix with the Cardinals, and then the Dallas Cowboys. His grandfather, Jake, was an offensive lineman for the University of Washington and was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys in 1964 and played from 1964 to 75 for the Redskins, the Saints, and the Falcons. So the kid had it in his blood, and his grandfather was also all-rookie team and was introduced in the New Orleans Saints Hall of Fame in 1991. Now, Cooper Kupp, he was an FCS guy, and he went to Washington. Everyone in FCS know who Washington is. Kupp was the consensus FCS All-American for 4 straight seasons, earning first-team All-American honors on all 8 2016 teams, announced, bringing his total of All-American honor won for 4 seasons for Mr. Cooper Kupp. And guess what his rating was? No star. He was a no star. Can you believe that? Cooper Kupp was a no star. I can't believe that, Cooper Kupp, a no star. Cooper Kupp, a no star. My God. If they're looking at him now, next up is 6'6", 220 pound tight end coming from East Lake High School, 2-star Tyler Higbee. He is real. He reeled in 42 receptions as a tight end, led the country in reception to total over 540 receiving yards and 8 touchdowns in his final season in high school. Played at the Western Kentucky University, played in 38 games with 15 starts, earned a mid-season addition to Belenkoff watch list in 2015, and named the John Mackey Award tight end of the week, and selected in the 4th round of the 2016 NFL draft. He was the 110th pick. That is Mr. Tyler Higbee. Next are our first 5-star coming from West Monroe, Louisiana. It's not who you think it is. It is 6'7", 330-pound left guard Andrew Whitworth. Now, anyone know anything why West Monroe is some player and all that? He played in the Class 5A state football title as a freshman, sophomore, and senior, and he was a pillar of the LSU offensive line for 2002 to 2005. Whitworth never missed a game or a practice due to injury. Never. He closed his career in college, the second most start, 52 in the NCAA Division I, and played primary left tackle and was credited with no sacks allowed as a senior. And only won as a junior, earning All-SEC first team honor as both a junior and a senior, and was selected by Cincinnati. Look at that. He's playing against his old team, Cincinnati, in the second round of the 2006 NFL draft. He was number 55th overall pick. Since wish they had him right now. Now, coming up next, coming from Downer Grove, Illinois, Downer Grove North High School. He stands at 6'6", 225. He was a 3-star. He is a left guard. David Edwards played in 37 games with 31 starts at a right tackle in college at Wisconsin. Former high school quarterback, began a career at University of Washington as a tight end before moving to offensive line prior to starting of a training camp in 2016. Quarterback, man. And in the Badger, he had the Badger rushing attack that led the Big Ten and ranked number 6 nationally of 273 yards per game. He helped the Badgers average a 6.2 yard per rush and the 4th best mark nationally. And the Rams selected him 5th round, 169 pick overall. That is one of their picks out of the 2019 draft. So he's a fairly new guy. All right, coming up next is 6'2", 302-pound 4-star coming out of the Hinesdale Center for Hinesdale Central. And his name is he is the center, Mr. Brian Allen. He earned first team All-Honor as 8A from the Illinois High School of Coaches Association and Chicago Tribune as a senior, 2-time All-West Suburban Conference first team honoree. Also played on the defensive line as a junior. And he won the 2013 3A State Wrestling Champion at heavyweight, 285 pounds. Now, he finished the season with a perfect 48-0 record, nearly back-to-back state title at 285 pounds, but lost it in overtime in the championship match, finishing his senior year with 45 wins and 2 losses. And he was ranked number 6 national. In college, he went to Michigan State, 4-year letter winner, played in 51 career games, including 38 starts, 17 at center, 16 at left guard, 5 at right guard. And he was selected by the Rams in the 4th round, and he was the 111th overall pick of the 2018 NFL draft. All right. Again, 6'4", 305-pound right guard, Austin Reed. Austin Corbett. And believe it or not, he's coming from Reed High School in Sparks, Nevada. And you would never believe what he was ranked. Nothing in high school. Nothing. A graduate of Reed High School, a member of a 2 regional championship team at Reed in 2012, 2013, finished first team All-Region and All-State in 2012, Also lettered in wrestling, basketball, and track and field. He was first team All-State in shot put in 2013. Member of the National Honor Society as a freshman, mentoring counseling. And as a senior in college, he started all 12 games in 2017, allowing no sacks in the conference, was named the All Mountain West first team by the conference and coaches, earned a spot and impressed in the Reese's Senior Bowl and punched his ticket to the NFL Combine and was named the All Mountain West first team. And he played for the Wolfpack. Wolfpack. All right. Next up, a 6'8", 346-pound right tackle, Mr. Rob Havenstein. And he was a 3-star. Ranked by ESPN Scout as the number 33 offensive tackle in the country, by Scout as number 42, and Rivals as number 43. Top offense tackle in Maryland, and ranked 17th best player in Maryland by Rival.com. He played 4 years at Wisconsin, earned first team All-American, selected by the Rams in the second round of the 2015 draft, number 57 overall, if you want to know. All righty. Next up is none other than Mr. Wide Receiver himself. Not who you think it is. He's standing at 6'2", 181 pounds. He was a 4-star, come from Brentwood, Tennessee, Ravenswood High School. And he was a 4-star. His name is Van Jefferson. Van was named All-State as a junior, invited to the opening and All-Star Summer Prospect Camp held on the Nike campus. In 2015, he was U.S. Army All-American Bowl selection. In college, he redshirted at Ole Miss, but Ole Miss had all that legal stuff going on at that time. So he hit the transfer portal. Then he announced that he was going to Florida. And the rest is history. He did so well at Florida, he was picked in the second round of the 2020 NFL draft. And he was pick number 57. Wow. What a career. Next up is Mr. Wide Receiver himself, Mr. OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr., 5'11", come from Newman High School in New Orleans, Louisiana. He was a 4-star prospect, and where he was a letterman in football, baseball, and track. In football, he played wide receiver, quarterback, running back, and cornerback for the Greenies football team. He also played in the 2011 U.S. Army All-American Bowl, and Beckham started the 2012 BCS National Championship game in his first year as a freshman at LSU and won the Paul Hornung Award. Followed by his junior season in 2013, he entered the NFL draft. First round draft pick by the Giants. It was pick number 12. Look at here. I'm so proud of this pick here. I'm so proud of this guy here because I've seen him play in person, so I know he was the real deal. He stayed at 5'11", 213 pounds, come from Clinton, Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi. And here is a 5-star player, running back, Cam Akers. He played in the U.S. Army All-American Bowl. He committed to Florida State to play college football during what it was generally forgettable because it was like 7-6 and Jimbo had left. No more Jimbo, no more Green. None of them cats were there. famous Jameis was gone, so Akers set the team freshman record for rushing yards and during the 2017 Independence Bowl. Then he's bringing his total to 1,025 yards. This broke the previous record of 1,008 yards, which was set by the Minnesota running back, Mr. First Round draft pick, Dalvin Cook. So Cam was picked in the second round of the draft, number 52. And last but not least, the man of the hour, QB1, Mr. Highland Park High School legend, Texas legend, Dallas legend, Mr. Five-star quarterback standing at 6'3", 210 pounds. Dang, Matthew was big in high school. Matthew Stafford. And he was coached by Mr. Randy Allen and was widely considered to be one of the best high school quarterback in the United States of America. In the class of 2006, my class, I'm an 06er, yes, class of 2006, ranked him ahead of Tim Tebow. I remember that guy. In 2005, he led his team to a perfect 15-0. If you don't know how hard that is to do in Texas, you don't know Texas football. And he won the UIL 4A Division I state championship. And during the playoff run, Stafford beat Ryan Mallett, who in the end had Darren McFadden and Felix. The guy's first name, Felix, and that crew at Arkansas. And they made a big splash there. That's the Ryan Mallett. And he played at Texarkana, Texas, and they beat them 38-31. And I remember that game. Matthew had a great comeback in that game, as well as Javen Sneed at Stephenville, 41-38. So he also won MVP and the Best Arm Award at the 2005 EA Sports Elite 11 quarterback count and was named the 2005 EA Sports National Player of the Year. Matthew Stafford was known as the best quarterback anyone have ever seen at that time. Matthew was a guy, but he was getting hurt in high school at that time too. But in college, he went to Georgia. He won the MVP and the Best Arm Award at 2000. Let's see, he went to college. Yeah. And he was the first round draft pick for the Detroit Lions. And he won MVP of the Capital One Bowl. Yeah, AJ Green, no cats on the team at that time. So, kudos to him. Now, to the defense. Now, I'm going to say a lot of linebackers. So, because in this defense, they run a 3-4 defense. You don't know what that is? Shame on you. 3-4 defenses. They have 3 down linemen and 4 linebackers. All right, so 3-4 defense, okay? Let's get that straight. Starting at left defensive end, he is standing 6'4", 312 pounds from Arlington Heights High School, Mr. Five-star Alshon Robinson. In addition to football, he compete on his high school varsity basketball and track team, and a 2-way lineman for Arlington Heights Yellow Jackets football team. Basketball Yellow Jackets over here. Robinson played for the West squad in the U.S. Army All-American Bowl. In college, he played for the University of Alabama. Robinson started every game for the second season in a row and anchored a deep defensive line that helped Alabama lead the football in rushing yard, allowed per game, rushes per game, and yard per carry allowed per game, and sacks. Robinson led Alabama in quarterback hurry and was a finalist for the Outland Trophy and award for the nation's best interior lineman both on offense and defense. That is Mr. Alshon Robinson, 5-star. Here we go. We started with the nose tackle, standing at 6'2", 306 316-pound Mr. Greg Game from La Habra High School in La Habra, California. Cali guy. He's right at home. 3-star player. He earned MVP of the Freeway League in first team All CIF Southern Section Southwest Division on the defensive line, and is a prep in 2013. And also earned the first team All Country from the Orange County Register in all area honors. So that's a pretty good. If you don't know about California, you know about that little division. And college, he was a Washington Husky. Played in 54 games at Washington, and a winner of the 2018 Morris Trophy as the top defensive lineman, as voted by opposing teams and players in the Pac-12, and selected by the Rams in the 4th round, 134th pick overall of the 2019 NFL draft. So these guys, the Rams teams are young, except for Matthew Stafford. But most of these guys are young, 3 and 4 years in the league so far. And he was a 3-star. So next up is the man, the myth, Mr. Defensive Tackle or right defensive end, Mr. 6'1", 285-pound, and Aaron Donald. He was a 3-star prospect in high school, come from Penn Hill, Pennsylvania, played football for Mr. Ron Graham. He was selected first team All-State in Class 4A by the Pennsylvania Sports Writers Association each of his final 2 seasons. In the Pennsylvania Football News, all Class 4A and Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, WPIL Class 4A Player of the Year, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette Fabulous 22, and Pittsburgh Tribune Review Terrific 25 in Pennsylvania. In college, he played Pitt, recipient of the Bronco Nowitzki Trophy, the nation's most outstanding defensive player, and he won the Chuck Bednar Defensive Player of the Year, the Outline Trophy, nation's best offensive or defensive interior lineman, and the Rotary Lombardi Award, the nation's most outstanding lineman or linebacker. Also named the Alpine Sports National Defensive Player of the Year by CBSSports.com, and also the Nation Defensive Player of the Year and Lindsay Sports National Defensive Player of the Year, named All-American First Team by the NFL Draft Report. And he became the first Pitt defensive player to accomplish this feat since, here you go, since legendary defensive end Hugh Green. Go look him up. He was selected in the first round in the 13th overall pick of the 2004 NFL draft. So, man, talking about a mouthful of stuff, and he was a 3-star. Now, yeah, believe it or not, they wanted to make Aaron Donald an offensive lineman. But thank goodness, he went to a place like that. You can play defensive line. Go play. Just go out there and wreck havoc. He's doing it in the league. And right now, he's 280 right now. So he's bigger when he was in college than he is now. He's 280 now. And they still can't do nothing with it. No offensive lineman can do nothing with this kid. It's all about the fighting, the dog. All right. Next up is Mr. Let's see. Mr. 6'6", 240, 4-star Leonard Floyd. And he sees the wide outside linebacker. 4-star player, Floyd Leonard. He plays at Dodge County High School in Eastman, Georgia, where he played football and track. He played defense and tight end. And then he committed to the University of Georgia as a junior. And he played in 13 games 72 combined tackles, 4 sacks, 3 pass defense, and a fumble. After his junior year, he went to the NFL draft and was a first-round draft pick, not for the Rams, but for the Chicago Bears. Which they still have, I guarantee you. Now, here he is, Mr. Left Inside Linebacker, 210 pounds, 6'2", Mr. Ernest Jones, Mr. 3-star Ernest Jones from Waycross, Georgia. Ernest, the 8th ranked outstanding linebacker prospect in high school in the state of Georgia, and was a first-team All-State Class 5A selection. He plays some amazing football for 5A. Good Lord. 5A in Georgia is tough. And college, he was a junior middle linebacker, was the vocal leader of the defense, named one of the premier team captain, fourth team All SEC honors from Phil Steele, and started each of the first 9 games, missed the final contest with the ankle injury, then led the team in tackle for the 2nd straight year of FBS level in 2020, and one of 16 semifinalists for the Buckus Award. Mr. Ernest Jones. And that's a South Carolina prospect. Go Gamecocks. Next up, Mr. Right inside linebacker, Mr. Troy Reeder. He is from Wilmington. He's a defensive end. He's a 4-star. Not defensive end. He's from Wilmington, Delaware. What am I saying? And school, he originally signed with Penn State. His high school was Selsenum High School in Delaware. Now, he originally signed with Pitt, but Troy Reeder was he was a good prospect coming out in the Big Ten. He made an all-rookie team at Penn State, but when his brother Kobe could not make it to Penn State, and he chose Delaware, University of Delaware, Troy transferred away and went back home and played with the Hens, and possibly missed out on the Rose Bowl. They probably could have won a lot of games with him and all the proud FCS program, and that featured the same wing helmet as Michigan does. So that's where he played. In his 3 seasons at Delaware, he totaled 283 tackles, currently ranked 22nd all-time at Delaware in total tackle. Earned first-team All-CAA honors in all 3 years at the Blue Hens. And he was a 4-star. Transfer portal worked well with the Hens. All right, here we go. Mr. already got a Super Bowl himself. Strong side linebacker, 6'3", 250-pound, 3-star. Von Miller from DeSoto High School, Texas. As a senior, he was named the District 8 5A defensive MVP after making 76 tackles, 14 tackles for loss, and 6 sacks. He played with future Aggie team Cyrus Gray. But there was rivals thing. Now, ESPN had Vaughn as a 4-star. So I'm just going with the first one. That some say 4, some say 3 because of his size. So, but Vaughn Miller, beast. In high school, he ran track and field. Miller competed in events such as the 100-meter hurdle, triple jump, and javelin throw. And let's see, in college at Texas A&M, he made first team All Big 12. That's before they entered the SEC ranks, and won the Buckus Award at the nation top linebacker. He was also named a consensus first team All-American. He received first team All-American honors from Walter Camp, Scott.com, Pro Football Weekly, and ESPN.com. In the Associated Press, Miller graduated. Now, that you wouldn't understand if you ain't from Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, and Alabama. You wouldn't, as maybe Arkansas too, but in Tennessee, he graduated with a degree in poultry science and raising chickens in his spare time. So in Mississippi, and I know the other states, we got chicken house galore. Okay, when he retired from football, he made going into the chicken field, which is nothing wrong with that. It ain't nothing. He graduated with a degree in poultry science, so he'll always have a job as long as black folks around. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not being racist, but I know many black folks love their chicken. So here he comes, Mr. Mr. 5'10", 165-pound cornerback Darius Williams. And he was a no-star. He attended Creekside High School in Jacksonville, Florida, played basketball and track. In college, he played 2 seasons at UAB, saw his action in 25 games, 18 starts, total 75 tackles, with 26 pass defense, and 6 interceptions as a senior, named first team All-American by Pro Football Focus, earned the first team All-Conference USA in 2017. Now, here's the man most people want to hear about. Had a very impressive record. Another cornerback, Mr. 5-star, Jalen Ramsey, 6'1", 202 pounds, the Mr. Fire Spiller, Mr. No One His Mouth Guard, because all he do is talk that talk. Like Mr. 35 himself. Follow me at 35 Sports. And Ramsey attended Ainsworth High School in Nashville, Tennessee. During his freshman year, he then transferred to Brentwood Academy in Brentwood, Texas, where he was a 2-sport star in football and track. He was rated both rival and Scott as a 5-star recruit and one of the top overall in his class. He shattered the Tennessee State record in the long jump, which was 25 and 3.25, 25 and a quarter, breaking the 16-year-old record this record set in 1997. He originally committed to the USC Trojan. But he must have got that call Dion was talking about. Can you call this kid and have him come play for your alma mater? But he changed later to Florida State. Ramsey started all 14 games for the Florida State Seminoles as a true freshman in 2013. And he was the first true freshman since Deion Sanders, that legend, that man, Mr. Prime Time himself, since Deion Sanders in 1985. And you can see why. Ramsey is clearly a shutdown corner. And he was a first-round draft pick. How about that? How you like him now, huh? For the Jacksonville Jaguars, God, man, I don't know what's going on with them. Then they traded him to the Rams, and now the Rams are like, hallelujah. All right. Next man up is the strong safety, standing 5'11", 195 pounds, Nick Scott. Played his freshman and sophomore year. He was a 3-star at the Brookline, Massachusetts. Played his final 2 seasons at Fairfax High School and played running back, quarterback, wide receiver, linebacker, safety, and return kicks during the prep career. In college, he played at Penn State, played in 52 games, won Team Captain's Award and shared the Bob Menninger Memorial Award as an ultimate teammate who established courage, character, and social responsibility his final season on campus. And he was selected by the Rams in the 7th round in the 2019 draft pick. He was 243rd overall. Not bad. Now, I watched this kid here play for many years when he was in college. This next one, he was a 3-star, standing at 6 feet, 200 pounds, That is Taylor Rapp. Taylor Rapp attends Seaholm High School, where as a senior, he earned USA Today All-State First Team, Associated Press 2A All-State First Team, All Whatcom County First Team, and All NWC First Team, Northwest Conference First Team honors, and earned a spot on the All USA Western Washington First Team as a defensive back. He played on the USA national team as a youth level. In college, he played for none other than Washington Huskies, named in 2018 the first team All-American by various media outlets, and received all Pac-12 first team honors, and finished fourth on their Husky defense with 59 tackles and 33 solo. And he was also selected by the Rams in the second round, 61st overall. Now, when he played in the 2019 draft, when he played against Oregon, best game I seen him play. In that game, and it was another game he played in, I can't quite remember, but he was like who is this freshman? Fresh meat. And Peter was like, this guy can really play. Wait till y'all see. And they were testing him, and he was like, pick, and he got another pick, and he got pick six. I'm like, dang, this guy is working them. He is working them. And we cannot forget the kicker and a punt. Well, we go first. We'll go kicker first. And he wasn't ranked. He's 6'1", 220. The kicker, Matt Gay, whom I think this Super Bowl is going to be relying heavy on. Heavy. He get paid to kick the ball. He better be kicking at the Super Bowl. He have no reason to miss field goals because he in the perfect condition in Cali. This is my put. I'm sorry I'm ranting. It is the perfect condition in Cali on a turf field, no wind, shouldn't miss the field goal. If he missed an extra point in anything below 40-yard field goals and shorter, he should not miss. He went to Orem High School in Orem, Utah. Played for the Utes. In 2017, Gay was consensus All-American. He also won a 2017 Lou Gorza Award, being the first Ute to win the award as well as being the school's second ever finalist. Gay also won the 2017 Valdez Award. That season, he led the nation in field goals and set a new Pac-12 record with 30 field goals. Kid, Mr. K, Mr. Gray, Matt Gray, if you're listening to this show, I know it's going to get to you. Please remember all them awards and like, yes, I'm the man. Build your confidence. Build your confidence up, man. My goodness. I do not like the Rams because they whooped my 49ers. And no, they did not beat my 49ers. My 49ers lost the game. Put it that way. We lost the game because the incompetence of our quarterback, Mr. Jimmy Garoppolo, now was second and whatever, and he gets sacked, and he throw the ball flat out in the air, and then Rams got it, and they won and sealed the darn game. I'm sorry for ranting. This is hard for me. All right. Go Niners. Okay. This is very hard for me, and I am not going to be biased because I am the media. The media is encouraging. We don't tell us. I'm lying if I'm saying I'm rooting for the Rams. No, that's not a lie. I am rooting for the Rams. They are from my division. If they win, we can actually say we whooped the Super Bowl champ 6 times in a row. Got him. All right. Back to the kickers. The punter, he is a no-star. He's so old, I couldn't find a star. I don't know. He's not old. I couldn't find a starter. Mr. 6'5", 227-pound Johnny Hicker from the Bothell, Washington, and from Bothell High School in Washington. He was a 4-year starter, finished his career as one of Oregon State's most prolific punters in history. The third best career punt yard average at OSU is Oregon State University at 41.3 yards per punt, set the single game school record with a 52.5 yard average, earning College Football Performance Award Punter of the Week. He was a semifinalist for the Ray Guy Award in 2009 and named the Sun Bowl Special Team MVP in 2008 after averaging a 45 yard on 10 punts. That's awesome. He's a big dude. They're going to need him. 6'5". I ain't never seen a punt that tall. Jeez Louise. Coming out of high school? 6'5", 227. Jeez. Man, think about it. He should have a big leg, man. Half his leg is all the way down the field when he kicked the ball. So, in all review, the Ram has 5 5-stars, 5 4-stars, 6 3-stars, 2 1-star, and 5 no stars. So technically and overall, the Ram should lose this game, according to high school ratings. If this high school team would have played the Bengals high school team, the Bengals are supposed to mop the forward. So now they're in the NFL. Do you not think that they're the underdog? In this game, they're not the underdog. They're actually the team they expect to win. The Bengals is expected to lose the Super Bowl. They're expected to lose the Super Bowl. And which Super Bowl am I talking about? Let me show you that Super Bowl right here. Huh? This Super Bowl right here. The Rams, the Bengals. Who you got? You know, I asked. Nobody's in the waiting room. I'm the only one on this conference. Listen, since y'all seen this, since this is the stacks, so the Rams have a very, very good defense. They have a very, very good running back. Some good wide receiver. Woods is out. That really hurt. But they got the triple crown king. And they got Mr. Showtime himself in OBJ. But the Bengals secondary, it's one guy on that field that scares me. You know, one guy on that field. He's in the secondary. And I forget his. I did a report on it. Well, I know on the Rams, Mr. Fuller is out. So that's what I'm talking about. Mr. Fuller's out. They got one weak spot, and that's him. And I think that was like Mr. Taylor or something. I forget his name. He's a defensive back. And let's see, Nick Scott. Nick Scott is who scares me. You know, I mean, if he got a hold, well, at the same time, he's a safety who don't have to hold the starter of the Bengals tight end, which is out, which is helping the Rams so far. That Ram defense is the truth. That offensive line, now since I've seen it, is very, very young. Very young offensive line for the Bengals. That is. They're very young. They haven't been playing on the oldest one. One guy is the old vet. So they got him from Buffalo. So I mean, what can I say? I'm looking at this young offensive line, and I'm looking at the terrorist that in James, not James, but yeah. the terrorist in Pitt defensive tackle, off right defensive end, Mr. Aaron Donald, AD. He gonna have a college day out there, man. He been played in 2 Super Bowls, 2, and he lost that poor Super Bowl against the Patriots. God, Jared Goff couldn't do nothing. Tom Brady couldn't do nothing. Aaron Donald remember this, and I can bet you my bottom dollar. I feel sorry for their defense, for them guards and tackles, for the guard and center, because they got to block this man. They got to block him. Man, they can't give up 5 sacks. I say if the Bengals give up more than 5 sacks, game over. Game over. I know they gave up 7 against Kansas City. And for some reason, out the blue, the cardiac cats, that's what I call them, the cardiac cats, came back and won it. So, Joe Burrow is the truth. Now, the reason why I call him the truth, he have went through a lot of adversity. You get what I'm saying? He have went through it. Ohio State didn't want to play it. So he went to LSU. That first year at LSU, they was kicking his booty, beating him down. But in the end, he came back the next year and had one of the greatest season on records in college. Single season. His mind changed. It just flat out changed. Got with Jamar Chase, got with Jefferson, and they lit it up. No one knew who Smith was, who won the Heisman Trophy for Alabama. They didn't know Devontae Smith. They didn't know. Not Devontae. I know it's Smith. I forget it. I don't want to say his name wrong. But I don't know that Jamar Chase. I wondered where he was. I thought he was in the league, but he sat out. He sat out his junior year because of COVID. He's like, forget that. I'm going to the NFL. Sat out his year, and I thought he was going to come back and play. He said, I'm going to the NFL. And I'm going to let my record from the previous year, which was a year ago, from the year he got drafted, I'm going to let that set up first. I'm going to let that set up, and I'm going to let them go off what they know. Do my combine, my pro day, and, bam. But the kid work out 6 days a week. And I'm talking about he work out like a dog. And I'm like, he built, man, I thought I had some python. This guy is built like a tank. I'm talking about you can tell it to the way people hit. They hit him, man. Get off me, dude. Get off me, man. Linebackers got to hit this man. Little B safety 5. That's what I'm saying. 5'10", Mr. Dude, you in trouble. If you got to double cover this man, Jamar Chase. How tall did I say Jamar Chase was? I think he said it was 6'3". 200 and something pounds. A muscle now. I'm talking about muscle. That was in high school. That's how I know it's high school weight. I'm talking about his NFL weight. He had put on more muscle, leaning up just a little bit, but he's thicker. You can tell he's been working on it. And he's faster. The game that I saw, let's see, what game was that? Oh, he caught one over the middle. I think it was like a little string play. He was outside. The other receiver came up. He came under. He hit him. And the safety came on. He dropped, just threw him over and broke out. Now the cornerbacks and the other safety that was holding these two receivers, I think it was Odell and Van Jefferson. And when I say, not Odell, what I'm talking about, I'm thinking around. T. Higgins Sorry. T. Higgins then was over there. And when he broke out, talking about Jamar Chase, when he popped that second gear, it was over with. Everybody who had a hands on him, he just beeline, straight line. And I'm talking about he was yakking. And about time that cornerback to decide he's gonna get to his leg, he was touchdown. TD. And he's still that little dance, you know. Let me put it this way. Jalen Ramsey, my man, Jalen Ramsey, you will have to sleep. Right now, if I was you, I'd be sleeping at Jamar Chase Hotel. When Jamar Chase park, I'll be at his car looking at him like, me and you. Me and you. Because I'm not going to lose the Super Bowl because of Jamar Chase. Jalen Ramsey, I think you are one of the best cornerbacks in the game. One of the best. And you talk the most trash. Jamar Chase talk a lot of trash. Can you get in his head? Can you throw him off his game? I don't think so. Louisiana boy built this. Marietta, Louisiana, they built this. There ain't nothing there. You can't take it away from him. Play football and get up out of there. That's his motto, you know? You ain't taking away from my mama. You ain't taking away from my mama. Why is that always? I love my kids. No, so I'm gonna beat up for my son. Back to Jamar Chase and Rams. That's where the Super Bowl gonna be won at. And one other person, and he's the main person on the field. The Rams quarterback. Matthew Stafford, listen to me. 2 SEC quarterbacks, LSU and Georgia. 2 teammates, Odell, LSU, Jamar Chase, LSU. Listen here, man. Matthew Stafford cannot be throwing them ducks because the Bengals got a safety back there. He got 3 left. He's a third. He's not the first, the second. He's the third. I read off his script. If you want to go know what the one I'm talking about, go back and look at my first video about Super Bowl Bengals high school team. Okay? He's the safety. I don't think nobody know nothing about it. The guy can flat out get at it. He's 6'2". So I don't think maybe Van Jefferson, he may be 06. I don't think Cooper Kupp probably is taller than one. He's 6'2", 6'1". Caldwell 5'11". Van Jefferson, he ain't that tall. He's 6. Maybe if he may be the tallest one. I think Cooper Kupp may be the tallest receiver. Jump balls, he's out there. I was looking at some of the defensive back for the Rams. 6'1", Jalen Ramsey, 5'10". Oh, Jesus. What? 5'11" safeties, 6 feet safety. I mean, 30, Jamar Chase can catch on 3 dudes who are over 6'2" in that one game. I cannot think of the game. But no, everybody know what I'm talking about. Jamar Chase went up and got it. These old dudes over 6'1", you got a 5'10", 6'1", and the 6 feet defensive backs. What is it? And 5'10". Dude. God almighty. Listen. Niggas gonna win this game. They can't hold Jamar Chase. What five? Look, Fuller's out now. Fuller was playing. He's on IR. If he was playing, if I knew for sure he was playing, I like, okay, Fuller got this. Because Fuller's 6'2". You got T. Higgins at 6'3". Jamar Chase is that same, probably same height and are tall and bigger. He's bigger than T. Higgins. And then who else they got over there? Man, their receiving core right there. And then they got the tight end. Oh, tight end, he's 6'6" for the Bengals. I ain't talking about the one that got hurt. The second screen. Like that ain't hype. Dude, what are y'all gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they got some Troy Reader, he's 6 feet. Left out inside linebacker, 6'2", 6'6", Floyd. Dude, 6'3", Von Miller, he ain't gonna be in no coverage. So Troy Reader and Ernest Jones, y'all gonna make y'all money today. Better make your money, or you ain't playing for the team next year. Dang, dude. What can you do? The only thing that I know they're gonna save the Rams. Think about it. The only thing I know is that defensive line. The defensive line is going to save the Rams Super Bowl. Robinson, Donald, Von Miller. Who that nose tackle? The nose tackle. What was his name? Mr. Greg Gaines. So Mr. Alshon Robinson, Greg Gaines, Aaron Donald, and Leonard Floyd and Von Miller. Listen to me. You better get your act together. Because when these boys come through, you're looking at some giants. Their O-line, bigger than yours. Their D-line, bigger than yours. They're not more athletic than yours. Hubbard and Cats, they got Hubbard and they got a couple other guys, but they're big. Cincinnati's big. What are y'all? Y'all ain't me because I ain't big at all. I got some guns, but I ain't big at all. That's like, so is it what? Freshman team against the high school team? Juniors, senior, junior versus sophomore, freshman? Yeah, there's some big freshmen out there that can play. There's some big sophomore that can play. But they ain't got the experience as the juniors. Experience is going to save the Rams. Period. That's what I think it is. I think it's going to have to be experience. Joe Burrow ain't never been in. But he have won a national championship. He have won a high school state championship. Central Capital say hello, Joe Burrow. So I got to make my pick. I have seen both teams play. Good night. I want to go with Matthew Stafford so bad because I want him to get one. I do. I want Matthew Stafford to get one, but they can get a lead and they can't hold on to it. Doggone it, they can't. We came back twice and beat them. In every game we played, we came back and beat the Rams. We have never led them. The 49ers is what I'm talking about. The Bengals, they get better as the game go on. Third and fourth quarter, look at it. The Bengals blow you out. They blew Kansas City out. They stopped Pat Mahomes. Matthew Stafford ain't Pat Mahomes. He may have his arm, but he can't move like him. Shoot, the Triple Crown King is going to have to play his tail off. Cause they got fellas out there will knock you in the dirt. I ain't talking about no little. These guys are big. Linebackers, big. All the linebackers over 6 feet. All the safety over 6 feet. Cornerbacks over 6 feet. None of your receivers are over. You got a big receiver on your field. You don't have a big receiver. They all knee high to the dust. Dang, Cooper Kupp is 6'2", and he's probably the biggest one you got. Odell, 5'11". This other cat, what did I say, man? Dang. He's short too, doggone it. Van Jefferson is 6'2". You know, your tight end, Tyler Higbee, is probably the biggest target you're going to have. He's 6'6", but he can ball. I ain't going to even lie. Tyler Higbee can ball. He can flat out get at it. So that scares me. Now, that's the only... Cooper Kupp is 6'2". You ain't got nobody over in your... You ain't got nobody over 6'4". Nobody. No, let me look at something. Let me look at something. I'm finna see how tall Jamar Chase is. Jamar Chase is 6'2". Jamar Chase is 6'2". Was 6'1" in high school. They said he said he had a growth, but we're finna find out. Now we about to find out. Let's see. T. Higgins is 6'4". I already lost that jump ball. Jamar Chase, rookie, 6'2", 6'3". He grew. And they backup tight end, Drew Sample, 6'4", 258. You get what I'm saying? Let's see. They got another receiver back here. Mike Thomas, 6'1". Stanley Morgan, he's 6 feet. I mean, Mitchell Willox, other tight end, 6'4". I mean, and let's see, Mike Hilton. Oh well, he 5'9". Well, he's a nickel corner. Let's see, Awuzie, 6 feet. To Eli Apple, 6 feet, 6'2". Jesse Bates is what I'm talking about. Jesse Bates is 6'2", 200 pounds. So what I'm saying, short and quick is gonna have to cause ain't no big, no size, nowhere. Nowhere. You get what I'm saying, people? So my pick, if I'm picking, I'm going with the LA. I'm going with the experience, being here. That's what I'm going. That's what I'm going. Gotta go with the Rams. But it is pulling hairs for me on this. My buddy Brandon Stanford, he's a diehard Bengal. He was with them since there was nothing. I used to talk about him all the time. When we were sitting up in the Kingdom Hall, I'm like, dude, you ain't. I'm like, yo, Bingley, like, man, I know. He's like, what's going on? Got rid of Carson Palmer. He like had a heart attack. He's like, what are they doing? He like, I just started crying. I almost saw a grown man cry with football day. That ain't true, Brandon. Brandon is now he's 6 something. He's 6'4" or something like this, 6'3". That's a big dude. Brandon is a big dude. Big old dude. He's a police guard. So Brandon, if you're looking at this, I'm just holding your chain, man. Just getting you out there. Now you know keep up the good work, bud. Go Niners. But I'm not going with two Bengals this time, Brandon. I'm going with the LA Rams. I got the score 21-19. No. I can't say that. Matthew Stafford. That's why I can't really, man, what is going on? All right. 25. He's gonna have to score 25 points to win. 25-23. That's my score. This is Mr. 3-5. I'm out. Hope y'all enjoy your Super Bowl. Maybe sometime next week I'll put on another show, break it down, tell you what I thought about it. Maybe some of you guys can come on the chat, tell me how you like it, tell me what you think about the game and all that good stuff, you know. I mean, I just hope everything goes good for you, you know. This is Mr. 3-5 on the 3-5 Sports Show. I have nobody in the chat. No one decided to log on so I can talk with. I have nobody in the library on the call-in line. So, as you say, I'm out. Beats. Mr. 3-5. Oh, let me put the background on the team I'm choosing. Again, let's make this official. I'm choosing the Rams. The Rams.